The colors for 2026 won't just change fashion, they'll change how people see you. Runways and luxury brands are already revealing a new kind of elegance, cleaner, more sophisticated, more powerful. These shades aren't just trends, they're visual codes that instantly elevate your presence. In this video, you'll discover the 6 most elegant colors that will dominate next year and how to wear them to look modern, balanced, and flawlessly styled. Stay until the end, because the last one is the favorite of the most stylish women and the one that transforms your look the most. Color number 6, Sand Beige. Sand beige is that chromatic whisper that says so much without shouting anything. It's the tone of calm elegance, of sophistication that needs no introduction. If you ever thought beige was boring, it's because you've never worn it well. This color has a magical quality. It brightens without being harsh, flatters without hardening, and radiates serenity without being passive. But listen, Queen, not all beige is your friend. Some shades are too cool and wash you out. Others are so warm, they make you look tired. The secret is choosing a sand beige with a golden or neutral undertone that adds light to your face and blends softly with your skin. Think of Victoria Beckham. Even though she's younger, her mastery of the monochrome look is worth studying. When you see her dressed in sandy tones with those clean cuts and impeccable posture, you realize elegance lies in what's implied, not in what's forced. She doesn't need sequins to shine, just the right color and the right attitude. Avoid flat outfits or overly thick fabrics in this tone. They can make you look dull or older. Instead, go for light textures like linen or matte silk. A pair of palazzo pants in sand beige, paired with a slightly darker blazer, and voila, endless legs, defined waist, and effortless elegance. A well-assembled beige outfit turns you into that woman who walks into a room and everyone senses something changed, even if they can't say exactly what it was. With this color, you don't just look more sophisticated, you look like a woman who no longer competes with anyone, just herself. And she's winning. And speaking of winning, wait until you see the next shade. It has the power to connect you with the most natural force within you. If you're enjoying tips like this, subscribe to the channel. Yes, we talk fashion here, but above all, we talk about self-worth, style, and feminine power. Color number 5, Natural Olive Green. Natural olive green is like that wise friend who always knows what to say. She doesn't compete, doesn't overdo it, but is always there, holding you up with calm strength. In fashion, this tone is pure balance between sophistication and authenticity. The beauty of olive green is that it belongs to the neutral family, but with personality. It's not that impersonal gray or that overly serious brown. It's earthy, it's alive, it's presence, and when worn well, it communicates exactly that, a woman who knows where she is and where she's going. In matte fabrics like brushed cotton, gabardine, or fine wool, this color gives structure and calmness. It's perfect for a trench coat that wraps you with dignity, or a blazer that says, "I'm here to lead without raising my voice." Look at Jennifer Lopez when she wears olive-toned dresses paired with her silver hair and subtle makeup. She achieves a truly regal image. She doesn't try to look young. She redefines what it means to look majestic at any age. Now, avoid greens that are too dull or have yellowish undertones. If your skin leans pink, they can make you look washed out. The ideal olive green has depth without being dark, with an earthy tone that blends with your skin and highlights your features. Because natural olive green isn't a color to get attention, it's a color that makes people listen without you having to raise your voice. It dresses the woman who already knows her style isn't to impress others, but to express who she is. Wearing natural olive green is like planting your feet firmly on the ground and lifting your head high at the same time. It connects you to your essence and dresses you with purpose. Are you enjoying these tips? Then don't miss my ebook, More Elegant Than Ever. It's a complete handbook to help you refresh your image. Link in the description. Color number 4, Smoky Blue. Ah, smoky blue. That shade of blue with a hint of gray that looks like it was taken from a cloudy sky in Paris. Elegant without effort, modern without stiffness, and flattering on absolutely every skin tone. It's like the perfect perfume. Subtle, enveloping, unforgettable. Smoky blue is for the woman who no longer needs her clothes to speak for her, but wants them to back her up. It's the color that adds depth to your gaze and definition to your silhouette without stealing the spotlight. A smoky blue blazer doesn't say, "Look at me." It says, "Watch me," with respect. Think of Helen Mirren. Her use of gray-blue shades on red carpets is brilliant. She proves that blue can be just as majestic as black, but much softer. And let's be honest, we don't always want to look intense. Sometimes we just want to look flawless, like someone who didn't try too hard, but nailed it anyway. Avoid shiny or overly stiff fabrics in this color. They can make it look cold or like a 90s office outfit. Instead, choose materials like cool wool, matte silk, or even a good crepe. The result, an outfit that looks like it came from a Parisian boutique, not the boring side of your closet. And here's what's most interesting. This color refines your features. It has a visual effect that softens facial lines and elongates the silhouette, especially if you wear it near your face or in cuts that frame your shoulders and neckline. A wrap dress in smoky blue, for example, is the perfect ally if you want that "I don't have time for fuss, but still look fabulous" vibe. Smoky blue pairs beautifully with neutrals like sand beige, soft stone gray, or even pearl white. But if you're feeling bold, add silver, platinum, white gold, or pearl accessories, and watch the whole outfit become a masterpiece of color balance. Here's a little secret I can't leave out. This color in a long coat, the kind that flows with the wind, creates an image straight out of a movie. A cinematic touch for a woman who's no longer acting. She's the lead role. With this tone, you don't just look refined. You look like a woman who doesn't doubt, who walks into a room and somehow makes everything feel more put together, more beautiful, just by being there. And the next color has that same serene elegance that transforms your image like a whisper that leaves a mark. Color number 3, Soft Stone Gray. Soft stone gray is that color many women overlook for being too neutral. Until they try it on, look in the mirror, and something changes. It's like that friend who doesn't speak much, but when she does, everyone listens. This tone has a quality that very few colors possess: calmness and structure at the same time. It doesn't overwhelm, it doesn't compete, it doesn't steal your light. It reflects it in a serene and sophisticated way. It's perfect for women who no longer need attention to command presence. Their elegance isn't loud, but it's unforgettable. Now let's talk about a woman who has perfectly understood how to wear this color. Melania Trump. She has turned soft gray into a symbol of her public image, whether in a tailored suit, a double-breasted coat, or a dress with perfect drape. She achieves an aesthetic that combines authority with femininity. She doesn't need bold colors to stand out. Her power lies in consistency, in the details, in the way she moves, like a queen, literally. Avoid wearing it in shapeless or poorly designed pieces, like loose t-shirts or dresses with no cut, because it can make you look dull or even clinical, not to say hospital-like. The ideal way to wear stone gray is in pieces with defined lines, a fitted blazer, a structured midi skirt, a trench-style coat, or even high-waisted pleated pants that hug your waist. Gray becomes even more powerful when you combine it with other sophisticated colors. With sand beige, it creates a warm and elegant harmony. With deep cocoa brown, it adds depth and sophistication. And if you add bright white, you get a clean, timeless, and absolutely majestic look. And that is the true charm of soft stone gray. It makes you look polished, modern, and confident without overloading your image. It's the color that says, I know who I am. I don't need to explain it. Wearing soft stone gray is like telling the world, I'm here and I'm at peace with myself. It's that kind of elegance that never goes out of style because it never depended on it in the first place. And if you thought that was the peak, wait until you see the next color, because what's coming now has body, character, and smells like freshly brewed espresso. Color number 2, deep cocoa brown. Deep cocoa brown is like that strong cup of coffee in the morning, comforting, bold, and absolutely essential. It's the most sophisticated version of earthy tones, with the richness of dark chocolate and the warmth of a garment that ages with you, like good wine or a lifelong friendship. This color offers what many women are unconsciously looking for: presence, and not just any presence, one that doesn't need volume or shine to command attention. Deep cocoa brown communicates maturity, elegance, and that calm confidence you won't find in any boutique. It works beautifully with tones like sand beige, creamy white, stone gray, even smoky blue, or olive green, in fabrics like velvet, leather, or thick wool. This shade becomes a statement of graceful power. And speaking of graceful power, let's look at Oprah Winfrey. When you see her wearing deep cocoa brown, and she's done it at more than one major event, you get it. Her presence isn't in the sparkle, but in the strength of her image, in how each piece seems to say, I'm exactly where I want to be. Avoid flat brown tones without depth or reddish ones. These can harden your features or make you look tired. The right shade is the one that looks freshly ground from a roasted coffee bean, deep, rich, but never harsh. Choose to wear it in pieces like a velvet dress, a perfectly tailored suit, even a wool cape. Everything becomes a visual message of soft authority. On an emotional level, this tone projects roots, stability, connection with what truly matters. It's like saying, I'm here fully and that's enough. And you don't need to decorate yourself too much when a color like this already does the work of communicating sophistication with character. With this tone, you don't just look elegant, you look grounded, strong, and feminine, like a woman who's no longer trying to impress, just to make an impact. And what's coming next, my love, is pure, contained intensity. Get ready for the color that doesn't ask permission to enter a room. It just enters, and everyone notices. Color number 1, deep wine red. And here it is, the final shade in this powerful palette. The color that doesn't whisper or scream. It simply owns the space with a kind of class that can't be faked. Deep wine red. This tone isn't for just anyone. It's for the woman who's walked many paths, who has loved, lost, won, fallen, and risen again, stronger and more stylish. Deep wine red is the color worn by someone who no longer needs to ask for space. She take it. She inhabits it. She transforms it. Forget the bright red of youth, the one that sometimes seems nervous from trying too hard to stand out. This isn't that. This red is slow, dark, with a touch of mystery. It's sophistication at its most mature and most powerful. It's the color of a queen who doesn't hesitate. Avoid overly shiny or cheap synthetic fabrics in this tone. They take away its depth and make it look low quality. The ideal is to wear it in fabrics with flow and weight: structured crepe, soft wool, matte satin, a heavy silk, a wrap dress, a straight-cut coat, or a blouse with a V-neckline can turn this color into a subtle weapon of elegance. Now let's talk about a woman who's made this her signature ally, Monica Bellucci. She has walked countless red carpets in wine, red, burgundy, or Bordeaux dresses. The result? Always flawless, never vulgar. She has mastered something few women can, using color to stand out without losing grace. Her stylists know when Monica wants to leave an unforgettable impression, she chooses this shade. And that's because deep wine red has undeniable visual power. It enhances the natural tone of the skin, highlights the lips, defines the silhouette without revealing too much. And yes, it has that air of, this isn't a coincidence, even if everything in your look seems relaxed. Because what it communicates is control, intention, sophistication, and feminine power. And what about wearing it on your lips, in a structured handbag, or in a pair of sleek, stylish shoes? It's the perfect touch. You don't need to be covered in this color to benefit from its strength. Sometimes, just a brushstroke is enough. This color represents decision, determination, and a restrained passion that doesn't need to be explained. And that's where its magic lies. Not everyone understands it, but everyone feels it. With deep wine red, you don't just look majestic, you look unforgettable. If you made it this far, drop a "my style, my power" in the comments so I know you're part of our community of women who shine from within. What you learned today is just the beginning. My ebook, More Elegant Than Ever, will show you how to dress for your body type, choose your best colors, and so much more. The link's in the description, and only the first ones to grab it will get all the exclusive content. Become my Kenpom Ong Bai. You deserve to look like a queen.